as journalists. We the journalists professional in doing our work.
Yes, with my observational view, I'm not a technician and a specialist of the field, but I'll just give my opinion as an observer. I will first start by giving the genesis of this day, because the World Press Freedom Day, that's how they term it, the United Nations General Assembly coined that particular aspect in 1993, when they saw that journalists were suffering and they had to protect journalists in one way or the other. So coming back to our Cameroonian context, it is our journalists really professionals in their job or duty. It is really it is questionable, because first, for a journalist to be professional, he has to work with an organ which is also professional. I will ask the question in Cameroon: do we have media enterprises or press enterprises? Because what I observe is that there are so many journals, especially the print media, and also audiovisual, that are running the streets. But when you actually go and see the functioning, do they generally manage things according to do they have a board of director, general manager? The organizational structure is problematic. And for you to be professional, you have to be like an enterprise or a firm, because most of these organs around, I bet you, they are not really enterprises or firms, because they don't have a board of directors, they don't have really capital to manage. Look at the remuneration. For you to be professional, Mr. Jakai, you have to have a good working condition. Are the conditions really good for them to really exercise their duty in Cameroon? I will say it is questionable. Access to information in Cameroon is problematic. When a journalist go to the field to make either a report or to collect data in order for him to give information at the end, it's not easy. They don't first have access, because when you go out there in public administration or in private administration, it is not easy to have access into information. Also, for journalists to be professional, it depends on the training and education they had. Because we once had the former school, which was ASMAC, which is safe function. I think that was the first. Mr. Jakai, you people are all veteran journalists. ASMAC, in those journalists that were coming out from ASMAC, but nowadays, since the decentralization and what the government are training other journalists in other higher institutions of learning, although there also we have really performance journalists, but the professionalism is not total. It is for few individuals, and for a journalist to be professional one, it needs to have a good working conditions. The organizational structure, the structure in which he or she is working, should be an enterprise, and not just a company where people work with their company in their bags or wallets. Also, you need resources, both human, material, and financial, to really be professional in that particular aspect. So I'll come back for the second round to really give other elements.
Okay, thank you for that introduction. You took the first shot on this program. And of course, for those just watching us, we're coming to you live from our studio in Oja, located on the southeast end of the nation's capital, on the Yaoundé Simaleng Highway. This is the program, Newsroom, which is, of course, your debate talk show on B News One, the tam-tam of the continent. We just had our first panelists who took a shot at the first theme for today's discussion, journalist professionals in the practicing of their profession. This analysis is coming after the May 3rd World Press Freedom Day, which was celebrated in Cameroon. We're welcoming our young youth leader, Moya Brolins Sangwa. He is the president of the Student Union of Lead Higher Institute, located at Tobili on the southwest side of the nation's capital. You're welcome, Mr. Moya Brolins.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel and other panelists on board. I'm really glad to be here, despite of the heavy rain. Yeah.
Okay, so we are glad you were able to make it through the rain, and then after that traffic jam in Oja here. Well, we thank God we're here and we're coming to you live to take care. Okay, Mr. Incha Roland Moa, you're here, and what's your take on this World Press Day? Journalist professionals in the practice of their profession. You also run a TV station. So what is your take on this? Are the journalists really doing a professional job?
Thank you so much for giving me the microphone. You know, first of all, the media sector is used for communication, either in the economic or political landscape of a country or society. But the point is that, you know, following the advent of freedom of speech in the 1990s and the expression of before the law by the Cameroon government, I think most journalists have gone astray. You know, they have not used the liberties well. So journalists have become people who talk with money. You know, when they are paid, they say things that they don't really need to say. And the problem is that they write for people who pay them. So journalism has stopped from being professional to a hand-to-mouth system. So that's why we had a call on the day to call on journalists to be more professional, to say what color they see in the news, because you have to say you have to look at black as black, no matter how much you are paid. So the point is that so most journalists have ended up in prison. Most of them have used the liberty of press liberty the wrong way. You know, there's defamation of character in the media, so people always, you know, need use their media to blackmail others without proof. So the point is that we are calling on journalists to be more professional, and as I said before, call the colors as they see it. So I think in our context in Cameroon, despite the help of the state to these media platforms, the media is still lacking behind because of subsidies and support from the state. And I think the subsidies which are given are not always covering the cost, like in the cases of the TV, because the written press is not very expensive. There are people who can buy their black and white machine to print, the offset machine to print papers daily. But the point is on the media, the image, the moving pictures, like what we have here in B News 1, it is very, very expensive to host a channel in an international platform like in the Canal Plus or the Zone and the rest. Even as B News just entered the Start Time, which has close to 6 million plus subscribers and viewers. 60, yeah, thank you for that correction. I think it is not really easy to pay these bills because as you see well, adverts don't come because most people like to go online. Online is cheaper, and the point is that online doesn't have any state control. So we are calling on the state to levy taxes on online advertisement, because we have media houses that pay a lot of taxes to the government to set up these licenses to get authorization to be on air, pay journalists and pay images. So I think the government should step up and create a system of, instead of asking taxes on cell phones, it is childish. The government can instead use the social media, because people are making a lot of money on the social media without giving the tax to the government. So the government should create a platform at the Ministry of Taxation where online TV stations can pay money. They are making a lot of money online without any control. When you have your data, just there's no way, because I think when we grew up and even up to now, they said when you're watching the national station, there's an amount of money that is cut from people's salary as you pay. That's how it's happened even in the US. So citizens pay for watching images. So I think the government should, you know, in order to help these media who are in the moving pictures, like the channel we are currently in, I think the government should step up their support, or it should be quarterly, not yearly, because taxes are paid. To host a channel online is paid every month. It's much money. I think channels are also helping the government in their propagation of government action. So I think government should sit up and increase the money that the subvention that they give to moving pictures media, because it is different from the written press.
So, Mr. Brollins, what's your take on that? You know, there are young people, you are observing several newspapers, several TV stations, radio stations. I mean, there's so much around your generation. So, are the journalists doing a professional job?
Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel, I think journalists, to an extent, are doing a professional job, but maybe you can see that many journalists have really abused the freedom of speech because they really go in too much for money. And I think that is because the state, like other colleagues rightly said, are failing on their parts to grant subsidies to these media houses to help run their costs. And that's why you see many journalists go in for those who can pay well. And they end up not giving the accurate information to the public. But forgetting to know that, you know, being as a journalist, your responsibility is to give an accurate information to the public, for them to know the happening in the society. So at least journalists should try their best to have accurate information and not to go in for, you know, money, but to say what is right and what is correct at a particular time, so that the viewers and the public will get this information and know how to react towards them. So I think the state too should do its utmost best to really grant subsidies to these media houses to help run their costs. And I think to that extent, journalists will focus more and, stop being laying their concern a lot of money.
Yes, like you have said, there's this aspect of money. But how professional? To be a professional, you must have been trained in the field of journalism. Do the trained journalists have that latitude to really practice their profession with confidence, whereas there are people who are passing around for journalists when they don't have anything to do with the profession. They never did journalism. Is that not something that compromises the professionalism?
Yeah, but you see, most journalists, there's no journalist who is not trained. All journalists are being trained very well. But when they get into the field, they see a different reality, which is about their salaries and other things. And that caused them to really be biased in exercising their profession. That's where the issue of money comes in. I see that most journalists derail from that way of professionalism.
But that's what I'm saying. Is everybody who goes to the field to say he's a reporter a journalist?
No, not
That's
everybody.
the question.
Not everybody.
Yes, because how many TV stations are recruiting young men from a stick, from the other areas like Siantu, Disamba, University of Boya. This university is training journalists. Plus all those who come also from neighboring countries where they did journalism. And they can't find a place to work because there are others who are there already working. Isn't that a problem, Mr.
The major point is that Cameroon is one of the countries in sub-Saharan Africa with a very, very educative youth, and we have a lot of high IQ. If you look at countries like Chad and other countries, we're not comparing for negative reasons. Cameroon, if you pick just one state man and put in Chad, his administrative level will be more than that of the president. So it's a gift from God. So like in Cameroon, we have so many medias that the country can even control. If you look at the national stations of some countries, yes. It does not matches with every my TV station. It does not matches with local channels. So Cameroon is a country which is blessed with a lot of
liberalized.
Yes, the liberalized sector of the multimedia platform. So Cameroon has hundreds of private TV stations and also hundreds of radio stations. And the point is that the employment rates are very few because most stations are French inclined.
Yes.
Whereas most Cameroonians of English expression are journalists without having the jobs. Because most TV channels are French inclined, meaning that they have more French programs than English programs. So they're taking more French journalists than English journalists. So I made a survey online and discovered that all the online bloggers who are Cameroonians of French expression, they have more followers, not because they have good content, but because we are a minority in terms of population and in terms of views. So I think we have more English journalists more than French journalists, and we have more French journalists employed more than English journalists. Why? Because most TV stations and radio stations are mostly French inclined, and they are based in Yaoundé and Douala. I think I'm not blaming this media network. I'm blaming nature for making us to be the minority in a very strong country like Cameroon. But I think we are Anglophones and Francophones, the colonial inheritance. We are Cameroonians by blood. So I think it is high time for us to be more bilingual, we Cameroonians of English expression, so that we can have jobs too in the French sector. So I think that is my point of view.
I will add by saying it's not a matter of positioning your media or your press group in the southwest or in the northwest. If we take the media landscape, the only Cameroonian English-speaking daily, the guidance post is Yaoundé. The head office in Yaoundé. It's neither in Boya nor in Bamenda. And they position themselves and they are doing the right job. Because they are in one network which they call REPAC. That's a network of these print media patrons. They went on the 3rd and saw the Minister of Communication, René Manuel Sadi, to give them a memorandum, because the World Press Day is not to rejoice, it's not to feast, it's to ameliorate their working condition. But those people that own these print medias they cannot fight they are fighting for the survival of their firm. And when you go to this enterprise, Mr. Jakai, the living conditions of journalists is deplorable. Because as you are saying, how can a good journalist go to the field and collect information, come back, treat it, before educating or informing the general public? A journalist is a watchdog. A journalist is a role model. But without the human, the material and financial resources, can he really be independent? In Cameroon, Mr. Moore, I bet you if you go to other countries, Cameroon, I can see there is freedom of expression. Because the way they insult the government, the head of state, his family,
truly,
on daily basis, if you go elsewhere,
I must recommend that Cameroon,
if you go elsewhere, Mr. Jakai, you
Game for
cannot
freedom
see
of
that,
speech.
because an aspect of freedom, press freedom, is opposing the ruling government and even insulting the head of state, like in America. When you say something which is at the contrary or contrary to what the president is doing, in other countries you will not even sleep in your house.
In the early 80s,
But in Cameroon, read in the morning, read the press review. You see they stigmatize the government, they call the head of state all stuff of name, but you see he has never locked up a journalist because of his performing his job. And that is an aspect of freedom of expression. There is freedom of press in Cameroon. But the problem now is, from answering Mr. Jakai's question, how are journalists really practicing when they go on the field? Are they really professional? They can't be professional to a certain extent because they are limited. For you to be professional, you must be paid, well paid. If not, when you go there, you are exposed to these politicians and all the language. You are corrupted, they could bribe you. There's what called the gombo. You know what gombo is? There is this Hilton journalist, where they just go to their journal, their media is in their wallet, Mr. Jakai. Yes. There is no fiscal structure where you can really trace their media house. So that professionalism comes with real structures, with real independence. When you say the government should support, if there are really enterprises, you will not, the subvention the government is giving is how much? In Gabon is 2 billion, but in Cameroon I think is roughly 400 million. For how many major houses? So if you really want to be professional, you will not really count on the audiovisual. Yes, they should share the audiovisual tax which CRTV is carrying the buck because it's the public media. But even if when you create the enterprise, you don't expect somebody to come and help. It's a business. Invite other shareholders, other partners to come and invest so that you can be independent, both financially.
Because
so that you can do your work well.
There's one thing that we need our spectators to understand. The media is not made to look for money. That's the main thing. If you look for media to look for money, you never have money.
That is
the media gives political and economic power. You understand? So the media does not give direct cash. The media gives political and economic power.
Why?
So
because
the point is that
our medias are not enterprises.
We have two kinds of media: the mainstream media and the
print
media.
And audiovisual.
And the mainstream media is always from the regime, even in the United States of America.
We know.
Yeah, even in Cameroon. So the mainstream media has the monies from the state directly because it does state propaganda.
In the United States,
let me come.
The highest media that are famous are not the state media.
No,
no. Even in Cameroon, if you do the media, this news one came after 1 month, it was already classified a third. Are they receiving subventions from the state? No, it's because of the quality of the content and educative informative program. And if you continue in that sense, you will not need subvention because partners will come, adverts, publicity, and you will be independent. And if you are in that way, journalists also will be professional because when they will have the means to go and collect the data, treat it, and inform Cameroon.
To solve the problem of low salaries for the journalists, you understand?
Yes.
Journalists should learn to create their private media. Now with the online system, you can create an online page.
Exactly.
You can boost your page. You can create a platform like a blogger online.
Yes.
Work with companies that need to advertise.
Yes.
When they advertise, they pay you per month or maybe per week.
Yeah.
And with that, you can train more journalists.
But
So we have a problem. We have a problem in Cameroon.
Yes.
We the youth have a problem in Cameroon.
Yes.
We are sleeping a lot, drinking a lot, smoking a lot. We work little, and we are putting our eyes a lot to the government.
Exactly.
There's no country in the world that can employ all the youths who are coming to universities. I think only in heaven that they can be jobs. So we have called on the government several times, to make the private sector booming. The government did by making the creation of enterprise 41,500.
Yes.
Cameroon is one of the countries in South Africa with the cheapest money to create an enterprise. It is 41,700, and if your shift affair is 10 million. Your tax is not 55,000 francs CFA. And the major problem in Cameroon that I'm sending it to the government to understand, we have the issue of rentage.
Yes.
Was a landlord at Obili or in Bonanjo in Douala will build a little structure. He starts taking 3 years of rent with caution. I'm asking, how much capital will you put in that kind of place? So if the government wants to empower the multimedia sector in Cameroon, the government should have a fast consensus with this landlord because they're the one making business very difficult. If you go to Marché Central in Yaoundé, right up to Marché Mokolo, even at Jouvence, where most Cameroon in that expression open their shops,
yes.
you go right to Marché A, Marché B in Bafoussam,
yes.
you go to the Marché des Femmes in Douala, and also the Marché Mbopi. You understand that from January to February, most of the shops are changing owners. Why? Because of the high rents. So if Cameroon has a very affordable tax system. I can say it from now to tomorrow. Cameroun, yes, we have a very good taxation system. Our major problem is with the rents because every 6 months shop change hands. Why? Because they cannot pay the rents. The pattern in Paul is very affordable because business people should speak the truth because business, no matter how difficult it is, within the 4 quarters, that is from the 12 months which makes up the fiscal year. If you do your business normally, paying taxes is a very minimal amount. Because with the shift affair of 10 million, you understand? Your pattern is up to 100,000 francs per year. It's nothing. Yes. But your landlord will take you 3 million per year. Where is the landlord keeping the money? So the government should sit up very fast because online in Douala, all shops are being sold.
Let me ask one thing. When you give this money to the landlord, are you sure that they give at least 5% to the council?
To the council?
They don't give. If you go and check with the Minister of Land Tenure and this, they don't pay those taxes. They don't pay the taxes. And the major problem, Mr. Majakai, that is making business very difficult in Cameroon is the rentage. And the government should bring in a tax system to increase the government should have a system with these mayors to work on the rentage. Somebody who will build a shop at the roadside, puts a shop for 500,000, and they're asking 1 year plus caution. So you see that most people will take loans in the bank, pay just the rent per year. Now at the end, the shop will be empty. Within 6 months, another person takes it. So it is a trial version. If you look in Douala presently online, nearly all the shops are on sale. All the shops are for rent, being empty. It is a big problem, and I think the government should sit up. Well, in my capacity as national unity activist, I don't want any war in Cameroon. So the government should sit up very strongly and start to look into this matter with landlord because we have once more, Mr. Mojaka, we can permission. Yes. Cameroon is the only country in the sub-region that has one of the best tax system. We have the cheapest cost in creating an enterprise, and Cameroon is the only country in the sub-region where within 72 hours, Mr. Mojaka, you have an enterprise created with your register of commerce, you have the certificate, the creation and the priest, you have and you go through a latest process to have your non-advance, and you have 1 year tax exoneration. It's a very big thing, and you
12 months.
Yes, you have 1 year free tax in Cameroon.
Exoneration from
in Cameroon. And the point is that the main problem is I have 15 years. I've created more than 40 enterprises in Yaoundé. Close most of them. Why? Because of the rent. And the conditions, if the landlords go take 3 months and give you time to make 10 over, and they take 1 year plus caution, the government should come into it. It is a very big problem.
But when you declare your taxes, don't you put in your tax declaration the amount of money you pay for rent?
They don't declare the rent.
Yes,
It's complicity.
Yes. Paying,
it's complicity.
To whom you are
because
paying.
the businessmen themselves
because that landlord, for example, if on my knowledge of the taxation system is right, the landlord is a businessman who must declare taxes. If he doesn't declare taxes, the tenant,
yes,
must declare his income.
Yes, normally.
Yes, you must declare his income.
Based on that yes, they calculate.
Mr. Manjakai, the point is that you know when you create your enterprise, yes, then what they call the contract they buy, that they calculate it per your rent. Because you have category A, B, C to D. So the point is that they calculate your rent for your contract they buy to know how much you're going to pay. So most of these tenants, for fear of high taxes, yes, or maybe to tax evasion, they underdeclare their rent. You can pay a rent for 100,000 francs. You can't declare that it's 20,000 francs. Why? You fool the government to give you a little tax, and that's very bad. So if the government needs to raise more money for taxation to run state projects, the government has to set up a committee, not just taking people from Enam and sending them to taxation. They have a committee with the local councils and these communities to work with men of civil society, to work with all the shops and look at the rents that these people are paying to landlords and check the percentage of the rents that the landlords are paying for tax revenue. Okay. There's a lot. Cameroon was supposed to be more developed because Cameroon is the only country that's playing with taxes in Jakarta. In countries like Dubai, the emerging economy, if you smash a greenery, which is planned by the government, you pay a fine of 1,000 dirham. If you are caught crossing a highway with the red light, you pay a very high tax. So we are begging the government to stop the archaic system of administration and go to a modern system of digitalization, where all the policemen, Mr. Manjakai, will have a palm chop that maybe they have recorded all the normal plates of cars, so that when you bypass a street light, you're given a fine. When you run a car without documents, you have a fine. So this the government should sit up. The government is losing a lot of money from taxpayers, because the government needs this money to run state activity, and that's why the government is only borrowing money. The World Bank is borrowing Cameroon government 5.5 billion euros. It's very much. Where is our money coming from? Our taxes. So we are calling on the government to sit up and look for more transparent ways between the businessmen and the landlords and the taxes that they pay to the government. So I think if the government does that, I bet you that the government can raise billions of francs CFA of taxpayers' money, which is going to help us to finance projects like roads and the rest.
Okay, Mr. Kengafa, wrap up.
Coming back to the focus of our debate, I would say there is a government body that regulates this sector, which is the CNC, the Cameroon National Communication Council, headed by Peter Esoka. They should rather do their work, because it's just like ONAC and other bodies which can back, but they cannot bite. They don't have that cohesive power. Because sometimes they even sanction some journalists, but some media houses don't even apply it, because they should regulate, because they are the ones that knows the deontology of journalism. So they know who is practicing well and who is not practicing well. Last time they sanctioned journalists concerning this hate speech and xenophobia, because there are some media or channels that they are own, when you see on daily basis, that are there to stigmatize, to create enmities among Cameroonians, promote hate speech and xenophobia among Cameroonians. That is not journalism, and that is not professionalism. So I'm calling on the CNC, that's the Cameroon National Communication Council, headed by veteran journalist Peter Esoka, which you know very well. They should really be doing their job. They should give them the power, and also syndicates, the Cameroon National SNGC, Syndicat National Journalistes du Cameroun, because they should organize themselves. They should make sure that they have a good syndicate that they can fight for their rights, and also start sanctioning those who don't really practice, those who jeopardize their profession. Because if they allow anybody to just jump into the profession and do all type of things, it is their profession that will die. And if their profession die, they will not more survive and they will not more live. So they should organize themselves, join the real syndicates to really exceed those who are really doing the job, and the regulatory body, which is the CNC, should also do its job. I
think that the major problem with this communication landscape is the inability of the minister and the Minister of Communication to implement government policy at its ministerial department. Because I think at the level of presidency, we have good governmental policies which are being sent to the minister and the ministry. Listen. The CNC is to let's bulldog. Because we have had hate speeches. We have had hate speeches from people. They did nothing. And the problem is that Cameroon is a country which is supposed to be united despite of difficulties. There's no way for separation. So I think the Minister of Communication should sit up and make sure that he implements government policy at his ministerial department.
To really,
yes, because most media of Anglophone expression never had any support from the Minister of Communication. For example, I will not call listen to me. Listen, don't call media for publicity's sake. Yeah, we are on the media. We can talk about B News 1 because we are currently being hosted by B News 1.
No, but information we are giving.
No. We should not call media for publicity's sake. Yeah. I run a media. Yes. I will not give the name of the media. Yes. But because I'm a Cameroonian of English expression, you understand? Yes. My media house has fought a lot for national unity and fought and made municipalities fight to drop weapons. But the minister and the Minister of Communication has made sure that he gives grants only to pro-government media. It is very dangerous. I'm calling on that minister to understand that all of us are Cameroonians. No matter whether you are a media owner from the English expression or you are a media owner out of the ruling party. Yeah. So I'm calling on that ministry to sit up because
you are doing public service also.
And Cameroon is the only country now in Africa without any community to check on online hate speech. Because online hate speech is gaining momentum, and national disunity is being promoted online. Separatist fighters are gaining ground and killing innocent people, killing our men in uniform. I'm angry with that because the minister and Minister of Communication has made no platform to control online. The Minister of Communication has the power.
Telecommunication,
yes, of communication. Of communication.
In partnership with.
No.
No.
Listen, the Ministry of Communication has a budget.
Communication authorizes
Yes.
you to open a media house.
The
The
ministry,
license comes from the minister.
Yes.
The authorization comes from the Minister of Communications. He
talks about
is the patron. He
I'm talking about social media,
Can
it's
withdraw your
communication.
license? Can we?
I'm not talking about data provision here.
Yes.
Like I'm telling, no. I'm talking about the functions
The
of the
media
minister.
house.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it seems as if the minister went to communication as if he was angry. The point is that he needs to work for all Cameroonians. We are angry because we have had nothing. We have seen that the minister is doing nothing to control. Because I, for one, I don't have the capital to fight to protect my country. I've done a lot to protect Cameroon online. We don't have the means to block these hate speeches, to block this online contribution that the people are doing in the diaspora. I'm calling on the minister to sit up and create a platform run by young youths, whether they are francophones or anglophones. They should control our media. Our media online is not controlled. People are picking up the images of our head of state, making phony videos, posting them online. People are talking bad about our government. We should not accept that. The point is that even though I'm an opposition political party leader, the regime still has time and power, and we must respect that. The minister is making Cameroon to have a bad name because if you go online and look at what is happening, we have fake Twitter pages of the presidency, we have a fake Twitter page of the PRC, we have a fake Facebook page of the first lady and the head of state, and they are pasting dirty images. It is dirty our country. The minister of communication is seeing that. How does he want the country to progress? So the minister should sit up and make a community run by competent engineers who are going to control our online platform in Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, because our country has a good image more than the people are putting it online.
Well,
we have no control online. We have no control.
There are departments for that.
Yeah, they're not working. They're not working. They're not working.
They're not working. And that's why.
How can people dress up in camouflage and kill innocent people? You put it online that is the Cameroon military.
Yes.
Then people need to delete that rubbish, because the Cameroon military has been Republican since I was born. Since I grew up, I have not seen any military shooting a weapon out. But I know that separatist fighters have been shooting weapons as computer games. So the point is that for a country which is emergent, we have to take care of our communication. We have to take care of what is going online for our country, because this international community, the Human Rights Watch, what they go and pick things online and put it on the Cameroon government. They are not on the ground. So the Minister of Communication should sit up.
It's a collective. They have to
Yes.
work in synergy.
They don't work. They don't
They
work.
have to work
They
in
don't work.
synergy,
They don't
because
work.
you will not only throw the blame in one side, because the media landscape, even in America, they don't control. The state itself.
America have tough control. Don't say that.
No, the
America,
state
see,
itself
hey,
cannot control.
listen to me.
No,
Listen to me.
Wait a minute.
In America,
There is the FCC.
We know.
the FBI
Communicate, they will.
Oh,
But
exactly.
the issue your
Yes.
license is withdrawn.
is withdrawn.
It's withdrawn.
It
Cameroon,
should be
Cameroon,
in a synergy.
Cameroon has freedom of speech
Of
to a
speech.
very big extent. The
Yes.
government should come back and control it, because
Control it.
That's
the
the
freedom
work
of
of the
speech.
CNC. That's
When
what I was telling.
the regime brought forth the national liberty laws,
The CNC,
the freedom of
not
speech,
saying is wrong.
the freedom of
The
speech in
CNC
Cameroon has crossed the borders in such a way that
Let the
people don't control
This is
their
the
own.
main-
Excuse me.
Yes.
The CNC cannot withdraw the license.
They don't have that. That was what I'm talking
It's
about.
the board
It's
independent
the
power.
Ministry of Communication.
Communication
Yeah.
signs it.
That signs it.
Exactly.
And when they are punishing, don't you see that when fines are taken
It's
against
Some journalists,
media
practitioners.
houses and journalists, the National Communication Council doesn't give a damn about what the minister feels.
Exactly.
Or
The Minister,
thinks about it.
the Minister of Communication has to work directly with Facebook, with Twitter, Instagram, and
All
and
social
TikTok.
media platforms,
Yes,
yeah.
and they don't. But they need to create our platform from the 10 regions of state divisions. That please, we don't want posts like Amber and Bazonia, because Cameroon is a sovereign country. Please, we don't want images that are taking our head of state's image and mixed with cops, because our head of state has not killed anybody in Bamenda. We don't want images where they take civil fighters, killing innocent people, and edit the videos and put online. We don't want this. So the government needs to control. If you don't control, they can't have a very bad image.
We
And
don't.
our donors,
Exactly.
the World Bank and the IMF, will look at Cameroon as a very bad country. They look at the regime as a regime with blood, whereas the civil fighters are the ones sending guns to shoot people in Bamenda. So the point is that we should be more patriotic.
We'll come
the next topic,
back
yeah.
in the next topic and continue. And so we'll take a transitional break and we'll be right back after this. Okay, welcome back to the program. If you're just joining us, this is Newsroom, the debate talk show on B News One, the tam-tam of the continent. We're coming to you live from Oja in Yaoundé, the nation's capital. And of course, we are moving on to the second topic of our debate, which is the Anglophone crisis in the northwest and southwest region. There's so much brutality that is being spread all over the place, and it is just violence upon violence. Is that the way? Will that give us a solution to the problem? Especially with the case of Galim?
Yes, Mr. Mount Jakai, with your kind permission, I really wish to send a message to these our brothers, that's Cameroonians of English expression, for them to understand that 4 years of scam and hatred is going to come and go, because when this crisis started, the regime in place did what it was possible to be done. I will not list them because for time purpose. I think Cameroonians of English expression became more ambitious, and they brought forth the point of separation, which is not possible. I think because despite the difficulties, we have to work together as one people to build a better Cameroon, even not for us, but for our children. We should not be greedy. So the point is that Mr. B.I.R does not own Cameroon. It is for all of us. So Mr. B.I.R even has no right to separate Cameroon. Mr. B.I.R took an oath. I do so swear. Whenever he wins an election, he takes that oath to protect our national integrity, even at gunpoint. So it is the duty of Mr. B.I.R as the elected of the people to protect our national integrity from the northwest, southwest, and you name the rest. So I'm calling on these people who think that they can continue to provoke us, who are the patriots, provoke us, who are the national unity activists, for them to understand, especially some of these Anglophones who are staying quiet, who don't want to talk for the fear of the Amber Boys, that I'm calling on them to come out and talk. And then the parents too, in Lebialem, in Alo, in Menchum, in Meme, and in Mezam, I'm calling on them to understand that they should stop complaining, because they're the one hosting these separatist fighters. The time has come where all the parents need to show the hideouts of these hoodlums who have become a burden to our own flesh. Because I think, Mr. Mount Jakai, the Anglophone crisis has distorted government's program for economic development, because the Mr. B.I.R regime had a very, very good economic developmental project that was going to pass through all the 10 regions and 50 divisions. But it has blocked at the Anglophone level, because the Anglophone crisis has siphoned funds that were meant for the collective development of Cameroon, to deploy military men to go and protect innocent people and their property, to deploy the FMOs, that's the force to maintain the law, to go and protect the lives of people in Bamenda and Boya, which is in danger caused by who? These separatist fighters. So we are also calling on the Human Rights Watch and the international community for them to pick up these messages and show to the world that the separatist fighters are barbaric, and despite the actions made by our government in place, to appease them, they became ambitious and they brought forth what is not possible, which is separation. And I think the parents too, are encouraging these youths, because they have not said no to them. I remember in Tinyere, in Far North, when Boko Haram was coming to Far North to attack, but they were attacking for more than 4 to 5 years. But when an Anglophone was put at Minat, he went there and fought hard, and the women went out with plastic shoes and torches. They said no to Boko Haram. In Tinyere, in Far North, today Boko Haram is almost history. And the point is that in Northwest and Southwest, if these parents don't sit up and say today is an end to the separatist fighters, so they should stop complaining. Like a few days ago, I saw an image of these separatist fighters chopping off the heads of Cameroon military, and the guy was an Anglophone. So it means that they are very barbaric, and they are now planting bombs on streets to kill the military men. So I wrote a private letter to MINDEF and DJSN and said for them to understand that they need to work more on the online version, because the state is an online state. Mr. Monchaka, I can bet you that revendication are all gone. What we have in Bamenda and Boya are little pockets of resistances by opportunists who are thieves, who have illegal guns, and use it to terrorize people. And I want them to understand that the military men and the gendarmerie officers and the FMOs are there to protect people and their goods, as they are doing in Yaoundé and in Douala. So the point is that I'm calling also on all Cameroonians who are in the diaspora for them to understand that we are already tracking all transactions of monies that are coming into the country to buy weapons, and also from border towns. The government has already been very much successful to block all the border towns. So all gunpowder and guns that are entering from Bauchi, Nigeria, or maybe from a cock from Mafia, are going to be caught. And those who think that they can continue to plant bombs, to kill our FMOs and military officers, we want them to understand that their days are numbered, because the government recently recruited close to 1,800 military men and FMOs on new ideas on how to track these weapons. So I think we discovered that most of these weapons are put into gas bottles, and they use a cell phone to connect it into the gas bottle, and they put the SIM card there. And the problem is that whenever in their hiding place, when they see the police cars, when the police cars are passing, they call that phone. The phone rings and turns the vibrator, and it clicks the gas bottle and it explodes the car. So no matter how strong the car is, it explodes. So we are calling for village vigilance on the part of these FMOs who are wasting their lives, who are putting their lives at risk to protect our villages. Most of these guys are not Cameroonians of English expression, but they go to Bamenda and Boya each time they are being sent without fear, Mr. Manjakai, to go there and protect our own family members and protect the property. It is a very laudable effort. So we give a chapeau to the FMOs and the gendarmerie officers and the military for their hard work. And we call on the populations, especially in Lebialem and Alo, because Alo and Lebialem is a hilly nature where these civilians are hiding for so long, and it is difficult terrain for the FMOs and the military, to track the camps of these thieves who have stopped from being separatists to thieves. So we are calling on all the youths who are in Yaoundé and in Douala and other parts of the country for them to send a message during their Jangi groups on Sundays and other meetings and their day zeros, to send a message to these people to call those in bushes to drop their weapons and come out, because they don't live in the bushes. We are calling on them to pick up democracy, because it is the only way for power. The diaspora has already failed them, and they said they will help them, but they're the ones kidnapping, they're the ones killing. So I think they should understand that it is a big scam, and I think we are calling on them to pick up the amnesty of the state, because to be a rapist or to be somebody who has an illegal gun, the prison time is so long, but the government has given them an amnesty, which is very, very important, Mr. Manjakai. So we're calling on them to pick up the amnesty. If they don't want to go to judicial centers, they can pick up an automatic amnesty by leaving the bushes and denouncing evil and picking up a befitting life. I think it is very much important, Mr. Manjakai.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Anglophone.
Yes, I will not come back in the political aspects of the debate topic, which Mr. Moa really focused his intervention, or mostly focus on brutality and violence has never solved any crisis, because in other countries like in Senegal, where the Casamance section, there is resistance, that section is there. In all the other countries, in Spain, in the Catalan areas and so on. So we should benchmark to try to see what has been happening in all those other countries, to try to come out with a tangible solution, because Cameroon is not the only country where we had this secessionist or this struggle fight. So the government can benchmark in other countries where we have had those resistance, try to see what those countries use to solve the particular crisis, because we should be solution oriented and not more problem oriented. Because why is this violence and brutality? Mr. Moan said there is it's just remaining a few resistant pockets in other areas. Why are these youths still there? Because most of them are school dropouts. They went to the bushes because there was nothing they cannot just come back. You saw what happened in the B.I.R center. They even strike last time, and they had to give them money to calm them down. So the problem is, first at the political level, they should continue dialogue, do genuine dialogue with the belligerents, and through the agreement they can try to see what they can do, because these guys that are manipulating weapons, you cannot just come in one and ask them to drop without any recycling or psychological and educational training. Either they can retrain them and maybe recruit them in the military, or do something like what other countries are doing in Ivory Coast. When they had the rebel group where the country was cut into two, they finally came into a dialogue, and they tried to see what they can do with these rebels or these guys that have been manipulating weapons.
After the dialogue, just 30 seconds. Yes. After the Grand National Dialogue, yes, where the government do an inclusive dialogue, yes, that we push forward, and the government accepted to do it. Yes. What was put on the table to bring solutions to the Anglophone crisis? Yes. Reconstruction of the North and South region, special status. Yes. The separatist fighters have created the little pockets of resistances which has blocked the reconstruction of Bamenda. Yes. So the blame goes back to who? Cameroonians of English expression. Yes. And now, secondly, the data centers were equipped. I made a call, and I cried to the state. They had a cry. The data centers are equipped to train these youths. Why are they striking the data centers? The time that they're supposed to be there has passed. Why? Because we want them to leave all, and we train them at once into the society. Yes. So we cannot be taking five separate fighters and putting in society. It's a cost for the government. So we are calling on all of them to drop their weapons and come out from the bush so that the government can have a fast plan of one, reconstructing the northern and southern region. There are billions of francs in the government accounts that the government is ready to reconstruct houses that were burned down. My hotel was burned down in Womb. So I'm waiting for that opportunity to have it reconstructed.
To come
so
back,
they blame. Listen to me, bro.
Yes,
They blame goes back to those guys in the bushes, please. Because the government tried their best. I'm an opposition leader.
Yes.
But today, I want to speak the truth, you understand?
Yes.
The government did what she could do as a government, you understand?
Exactly.
By acting to their process, to their program. But what Mr. B.I.R could not do was accepting separation. What Mr. B.I.R
nobody will ever accept that.
So that's what separatists want. Separatists want Mr. B.I.R to accept separation, which is not possible.
Mr. Jakai, the aspect here is
a
political aspect. You know, most Cameroonians of English expressions are more federalist than secessionists. But what is tilting some of them to go towards secession is because, one, they are not seeing the actual, some of those revendications. For example,
they are not giving the room.
For example,
they are not giving the room.
Let me learn. For example,
yes.
For the past 4 months, they have created regional councils, not so. Are they functioning? Did you hear what the chief, Southwest chiefs was revendicating? The softwares that went there were in French and so on. So when others are seeing this thing, they are not seeing, because if the government should activate real decentralization, it will really motivate them to tell them that no, power has come back to the base, indirect role has come back. Those type of things can attract and motivate some of them to stop, because when you at least go and tell them that you should not do this, you should not do that. They have created a regional council, but it's not functional. They have no budget to run. Those people, they cannot go back to those and tell them, because they will not believe what they're saying, because they themselves are not functioning, Mr. Jakai. You understand?
On that ground, I will tell you that the economy has not even been relaunched because the budget was suspended.
Yes, that is what
the budget was suspended for technical reasons 2.5 months ago.
Yes.
The budget was voted by the parliament,
yes.
and the decree was signed, but then it was just to be implemented. They found that certain ministries had already negotiated with fake businessmen to give them all these contracts.
That
is why I'm saying sacrifice.
Let me throw more light. Let me throw more light.
Solution.
Let me come.
It's a solution to this.
So it was blocked until changes are going to be done. And that is why we're waiting.
Why waiting?
We're waiting for this.
With our pressure to the system, right? The system is taking our time to do things at the right level. You understand?
Yes.
The budget was suspended. You understand? The budget was supposed to go to the regional councils to make them autonomous.
It's 15%.
We have cried regional councils. I bet you Cameroon is never going to be the same again. And the problem is that, listen to me.
I'm listening.
Yes.
I'm getting you.
The government works with budget and timing. You understand? And the government works with priority of projects.
The special status is a special issue.
Listen. Separatist fighters are still currently killing men in uniform. They are still currently killing our FMOs. They are still currently causing panic. If I'm the government, I'll send the money to Bamenda for that. Yes. If I be president today, I cannot waste state funds. Yes. Because they'll kidnap somebody and pick the money up. The government wants to be sure every reconstruction cannot go on. Me, I've told the government to stop it as an opposition leader. It cannot go up. You cannot send state monies for taxpayers' funds. You cannot taxpayers' money to come be stolen.
You can talk now.
Okay, like Mr. Moa is really saying, any good citizen of Cameroon, never talks about separation.
Nobody is for that.
And we see that what happened in Galim the other day, from a few days ago, it's too bad for me to talk about as a youth. But you see, these youth are going ridiculous because I cannot see how you can say you want to protect your own people and still take arm against them, because people in the Ngogotuya division and in Galim area are so traumatized because of people. There are people in those areas who cannot even wear pigs or goats. They cannot do this one because
economic activity.
These people come, these separatist fighters come take their things away by force. They take money from them and they kill them. I see that nobody is saying anything about it, but the truth about it is that we can make ourselves responsible. Many youths go into agriculture and it pays a lot. There are many youths who farm tomatoes and it pays them. So I don't see any reason why a youth would take an arm against the state and go to the bush and start fighting the military. It's not correct. And I bet the population of those areas also collaborate and give information to the military to help access this boy, because the problem is also the population around. Because when these separatists are hiding within us, it will be very difficult for the military people to go out and get them.
So
we have to expose them, because if not so, only the population can come out to denounce the action of the security fighter, because it's really, really ridiculous. And also the traditional rulers, because I went for a meeting some months ago and I heard a traditional ruler talking about performing some traditional rites that stopped this action of the security fighters in his community. And I think traditional rulers can come out powerfully and denounce these people and denounce this bad group. At least our society will be very, very well, and people will go back to normal. That's a lot of things will go back to normalcy. Many schools have left Bamenda to Douala to Yaoundé because of lack of students and lack of funds to take this, and it is for our own. We are going down.
We are going so
how
down.
How are those schools leaving Bamenda bringing development to Bamenda? It cannot be possible. And we are killing our own self. We say we are fighting against our brothers, but we are killing our own self. Anglophones. Every day,
just like yesterday, they sent an Ojo that left the United States. They sent an Ojo to the so-called county commandos in Boya and Bamenda to go to the houses of French people and bring them up and cut their necks.
And you see that image in Galim. I don't know how it's possible for another human being to cut the hands of another human being and put on the floor, and you make videos and you are sending out. And so sometimes some human rights organizations go down. They don't even go down. They get information. They start publishing against the state, which is very, very wrong. These guys are committing a lot of atrocities. Many young girls are being raped. Many people are being killed daily by these guys. And I think that the population has to come out in their numbers and denounce this bad group. Because if not so, the people of North and South will suffer for a very long time.
You have extinction.
We have that right to denounce them. And once they are denounced and they know that their place are no longer, they no longer have any place in the community, at least this whole issue will come to an end.
Okay, thank you very much. On that positive note, we'll now take a traditional break and we'll move on. We just have 30 minutes left, so please, we'll have to hasten up. So we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the program. You're watching the debate talk show on B News 1, the tam-tam of the continent. We'll move into the third section or segment of our program for today. And of course, it is the administration, the conflicts of authority and responsibility between the city mayor and the local council mayors. The case of Yaoundé. For what impact on social development, Mr. Moa, this conflict of interest between the city mayor of Yaoundé, for example, and the local mayors? What is happening?
I think we have been against the fact of bringing the position of city council. The regime in place is doing everything possible to put a hand into the system of management at the levels of the regions and the local councils. Because the point is that if you look at the work of the city mayor, he does not have a place. Because we should have normal mayors who are put in place. Then the minister of territorial administration or maybe decentralization should have a government as regional heads who are answerable to the ministry and minister of decentralization and local entities. So I think there will always be conflicts, Mama Jakai, because mayors are responsible to pinpoint projects according to their priorities. Like a village maybe might need a bridge, or maybe a school, or another community might need maybe pipe and water. But it will need the visa of the super mayor, for those some projects at the level of the city to be done. They can say, okay, this quarter never voted the ruling something, and we will not accept that the water goes here. Or maybe MRC members are living here, will not accept that the bridge will pass here because there is a bomb the case here. So it's normal for politics, because politics is a lobbying game. It is normal for me when I have power, I'll help my party members more. It's normal. So I think the government should give more powers to these mayors at a local level, because the super mayors are there to supervise, but their role of taking part in the process of development should be limited. You understand? It's not limited because there's conflict, because the super mayor is coming to control the mayor, whereas the mayor is elected of the people at the local level. To be a mayor is more difficult than to be a city mayor, because you need the votes of the local people.
Okay, well let's move on, Mr. Kengafak.
Yes, to rush fast. This conflict especially in the Yaoundé case, because let's go straight to the point. The bone of contention and imbroglio is about authority and responsibility, especially the case where the Yaoundé 6 council mayor, Mr. Augustin Tamba, authorized a private individual to build some stores. And the city mayor, which is Mr. Luc Messiatana, came and said he had no right, authorization to give to that person. It's the city council instead who have the competence to do that. And those stores were destroyed. So that is where the bone of contention and imbroglio comes in, because the text says that the mayor is in charge of the major streets, the city mayor, while the secondary streets of parts that goes into the quarter is the local council mayor. And what the local council mayor, you go see even around the 6, they destroy some stores around Obili there, going towards Wala. They destroy those stores, and those stores were in secondary roads. But the city mayor comes, so there is overlapping authority. So the problem is the text and the legislation. They should amend and put back everything in place so that, and also the person that comes in to maybe bring them together to solve the problem is the senior divisional officer, who is still the representation of the state. While Mr. Moa, I agree with you, it should be regional council, it should be something of decentralization. There's a minister of decentralization. So when there's a quarrel between the city mayor and the local council mayor, I was expecting the minister of decentralization to come and call them together and solve the problem. But in the case of Yaoundé, who called them together is Mr. Ajit Dem, which is the senior divisional officer of Funzi.
Yes, but
so, we mean in the sense of decentralization.
Yes,
yes.
So the way that the elections, decentralization has come into place.
Authorities are overlapping.
But
so that's the main.
I want to make one point clear here, which is information that the public should know.
Yes.
One, you cannot have a city mayor who buys the so-called pressmen who are not journalists, gives them money to be writing and talking about the city mayor. Exactly. The city mayor is acting on very clear-cut areas.
Exactly. As
of competence.
Yes.
If the government delegate said that there should be no building and put demolition signs on stores 2 years ago, should the city mayor come and just sit down and not take action? He has to take action because the demolition was for 72 hours.
In collaboration.
Why are they prolonging it? I listened very carefully to the city mayor's radio station, and all the partners in this case spoke. And it is even the mayor of Yaoundé who called the city mayor that private investment is being done here without our knowledge. And they are claiming to have building permits issued by the former government delegate. The former government delegate put the demolition signs and said no construction. Because that area around in Kopisong there is a flood-prone area. Because the culvert to carry all the water
out of town, it passes there.
It's his village even.
Yes.
You can see yourself that place is not a building area.
That culvert.
We go to quarries on
that culvert is small. They have to cut off that road.
To open the culvert, to charge water out of town.
The culvert and put a big culvert so it will carry all the water. Now that's why the former government delegate said demolition, nothing should be done there. So when this started, it is the mayor who called the city mayor, the local council called for the city mayor to come and intervene because he has the personnel,
the infrastructure,
the equipment, the appropriate equipment for such demolition. And he went, and that's what he did. He said he's not building anything carelessly. He's not financing, that's not in his project. The areas that he has put, go to in front of Marché Central. You see that he has extended Marché Central here, with modern stores in story buildings. So He gave his example.
And also, normally, most people don't know that
the intoxication,
the government has a plan for all towns. You can see a land that empty, but the government has a plan.
Has a plan for that. Yeah, that's
Yes.
why many people not complain.
The intoxication from the city mayor. I look at our area. Remember, all swampy areas belong to the state. All swampy areas belong to the state. Anybody going to throw gravel or to dam waterways, to say reclaim land, marshy land, that's it is illegal and it cannot be accepted.
They should work in synergy.
Yes.
The
synergy came from the local mayor. It is the local mayor who called the city mayor. The city mayor do not go and act on his own. It's the local councils that call for him because demolition had been put by the government, the former government delegate.
And they were the one crying foul again.
It's crying foul because
his interest is at stake.
Yeah, his interest is at stake.
Yes.
Because the man who is there had given money,
I've seen him, I've seen the council
given money to somebody. And people are doing a lot of things. Just fighting against authority, which is not nice. So people have to go back and respect the rules.
The rules of the law.
Of the law,
There will
yes.
be no problem.
Okay. So, well, that's it. We'll go straight into the other aspect of society, which is jungle and street justice, a very rampant phenomenon in the Cameroonian society. What are the causes of all this and the consequences and solutions to jungle justice? You know, we see in Douala, they just catch the thief, they beat him up, set him on fire before the police come. The poor guy, his neck is in a used tire, and they're burning him. What are the causes of all this?
Yes, Mr. Okay.
Okay, I think that one of the causes of the jungle justice by, and when you look at it, especially in the big cities like Douala and Yaoundé, where thieves are being caught and before the force of law and order will come into play, they are already being killed and some other like that. It's because of, many of these youths go through a lot of, pain trying to raise capital to start a business. And when you start a business and somebody just come into your store and smuggle something or steal something from you, it becomes so painful. But nevertheless, I think these youths should also consider, letting these thieves face the law, the right way, and they should not even take laws into their hands. So I think one of the causes of this jungle justice is anger that comes when somebody take something from you, forcefully. And sometimes these thieves too, when you are being caught by a thief, you are being brutalized mercilessly without no mercy. So I think that this anger is really coming from that aspect, and people in the society can also be responsible, by vividly calling the force of law and order when something like this occur, to come, to intervene at the right time so that these people are not being killed, but maybe being interviewed or coached or asked questions, so that, because there are a long set of network. There's no thief who is ever operating alone. There are a lot. So when you kill them, others are there and they're still living. So when they are being caught, at least they should call the force of law and order to come into play so that they can have information from them and know how to track the others.
Okay. Yes.
Concerning that, because jungle justice, call it jungle justice, call it street justice, or call it mob justice. Statistics show that Cameroon and Nigeria are the highest countries where this phenomenon is really rampant and even really getting very uprising. One, because it has shown, you are talking about causes, it has shown that the society, the citizens don't more have confidence in our judicial system, because they believe that whenever a thief or there is a mob somewhere, if that person goes to the cell or to the commissariat, the person will come out back and come and snub them, Mr. Moore. So that is also one of the aspects which they believe that they can take the laws into their hands, and the consequence is what? We can lead to unlawful killings, because sometimes we have innocent guys that is just a plan act without even any material or any asset that I've seen to you. They just say that man is a thief, people just cash you and just burn you like that, which can be very, very detrimental, because it's a very great consequence. Why is a society like that? What has happened for people not to have confidence in their police, in the judicial and police system? What has happened? Because the youths, the citizens believe that whenever there is something, you catch a thief, he's not sure, they are not sure that the law will take its course till the end. That is a loss of confidence. So all is that the judicial system should gain back its confidence. Just look at what happened in Fumban a few days ago. There was somebody in the prison that was asking that they should liberate him for him to go and treat himself. But the courts, the magistrate refused, saying that they have to take time and go into certain matter. If they release him, they might run away. But consequently, the man died because he was asking that they should free himself, so he should go and treat himself. The family should go and treat himself under the custody of the police or the warders. But finally, the man died. So jungle justice or mob justice is that of lack of confidence in the judicial system, which the population believe that whenever somebody is caught, if they bring him to the cell or to the law court, the person will go there and bribe or corrupt people and come back and come and snub them. That is why this phenomenon is really going to an increase.
Yes, Mr. Manchokai, thank you for giving me the microphone.
Just give us the solution, please.
Yes. The main solution is to look on our judicial system.
Yes,
the message goes directly to the Ministry of Justice and Keeper of the Seals, Laurent Esso. Exactly. So when a country is going to emergence, there are things that the country changes.
Exactly.
First of all, prisons should not be full with youths who are engineers and mechanics who are able to build the country because they have little debts. Secondly, our judicial system should work on ways to raise money through fines from corporates or from thieves and release them on bail while the government uses the money to make the country grow. How do we do that? Cameroon is the only country in Sub-Saharan Africa where bail is still very complicated. There's no way that you can be locked up for a debt and you have 4 to 5 witnesses and you're not released because maybe the complainant is too strong. And Cameroon is the only country in Sub-Saharan Africa now, presently in the Francophone region, where somebody just goes to the police station and bring a complaint. They come and pick you up with a warrant. The state council does not have any time to see whether you are a culprit or not. Or maybe the gendarmerie officers or the commander does not even take to know whether really what will happen. They just go and pick you up with the mandate depot or they pick you up with a message portal radio. Somebody can go and lie that he's not saving for months. With 50,000 francs, the commandant signs a message port. It's not good. That's why, and normally, Cameroon, if a country is going to emergence, a convocation from a police cell or a gendarmerie cell should be a message to invite you. Why do people run from a convocation? When you go with the convocation, you not go back home. And if a country is going to emergence, the laws have to be changed. So we are calling on the Minister of Justice and Keeper of the Seals that the prisons are too full. In prison, we discover that people are in prison because they stole a phone for 10,000. People are in prison because of 50,000. People are in prison because they insulted somebody. We have journalists who have been in prison because they insulted people. It's not going to work with the country who's going to emergence. The government should tamper justice with mercy. Like make it a better platform for bail, Mr. Manchokai. A bail can be denied for people who are rapists or maybe counterfeiters or people who have committed murder or people who have committed crimes against the state. Mr. Manchokai. You cannot owe somebody money, then you are put in prison. We prefer that your properties be seized and sold.
Well, like you said, we have to review the justice system. That's the solution, because we cannot go to gendarmerie brigades. People have to pay 40,000-50,000 francs because they're afraid of their case being sent.
You give somebody to a convocation, he never comes. Why? Because the people are scared.
His time is not going back.
How can they convoke you and put you at the same time you come? Without even getting the company just go and pay that when they can't put them say the commissioner shines the guy that abuse.
So
the policeman should be the friend of the people. Even the gendarmerie should be your friend. When you drop a complaint for a debt, they convoke you. When you come, they listen to you. They say, when are you paying? They give you time.
Yes.
How about you come the first time in the brigade, they put you yourself? No. What kind of law? Then
the law does not authorize them.
Mr. Manchokai, please.
The new criminal code does not allow them to put people in jail automatically.
Exactly.
You don't just run.
They do it every day, Mr. Manchokai.
No, it is against the law.
It's true.
It's against the law.
Listen, let me just conclude 2 seconds. It's very important.
Please, we don't need examples.
This is the major cause of the Anglophone. Listen to me.
Please, we don't need
with the common law system, right? With the common law system, right? When you are convoked, I'm on the topic.
We don't need examples. We don't.
I'm on the topic.
No, please conclude. Let's move ahead. We cannot sleep here.
We want the system to be changed.
Just finish. That's it. And that's what we are saying. People should respect the law.
That's it.
The new criminal code does not authorize a gendarme or a policeman to put you in the cell and lock you up.
No, it
doesn't.
They do it every day.
But I don't respect
Let them respect the law, Mr. Manchokai. Let them respect the law.
Let
them respect the law.
People should know that for the law to be respected,
They should know
you should
their
go
rights.
and see the state council
Yes.
and inform him of that illegal activity.
If you
and
sit
they'll be
quiet,
punished.
you are an
If you
accomplice.
sit quiet,
You are
then you are
an
an accomplice. Why should somebody remove 40,000 and
Why are they prompting?
They go and give 400,000 for children who are armed robbers. Look, this.
We are also responsible.
We are responsible.
Parents
Anybody who
yes.
has somebody locked up by the police or gendarmerie should see the state council immediately. The state council. Okay, that will be it for that aspect of jungle justice and the rest. Those are the solutions. We talked of the causes, the consequences, and now we have concluded. Law has to be applied by the state council, and you will receive
We'll
you.
see how-
Oh, yes. Okay, for the football issue, Fcfa is giving us, making us they want us to have sleepless nights again when we are moving ahead and trying to fight against COVID-19 and to finish the school year. They have come out now that the interim executive has suspended Seydou Bombonjoya. You know, that happened on Tuesday. Suspended the executive bureau for a period of 5 years. I know. What's your take on this?
I want to come back to that because this suspension, there is a problem in the Cameroon Football Federation, which is that of legitimacy and legality. Because if Seydou Momondoya is still there till now, it means that in some way he's backed by FIFA and the Cameroon government.
Yes.
It is that of legality. But there is a problem of legitimacy because the people that put him there, the General Assembly went and put another executive bureau, provisional executive bureau, headed by Senator Albert Mbida. And that is the ultimate power, is the board of directors, because the General Assembly of Fcfa who put Albert Mbida where he is. So Albert Mbida is there also saying he has power.
Power, yes.
Because he's getting that power from where? From those who, from the actors.
From the internal
From the internal-
regulations.
yes.
From the internal regulations
From the
of
internal
Fcfa.
regulation of Fcfa.
Yes,
But
so-
the problem is that of applicability.
Yes.
The Court of Arbitration gave a sanction before the sham started at the 15th of January, where the council annulled Mr. Seydou Momondoya's election, both at the national, divisional, and sub-divisional level. So according to them, there is no Fcfa because the Court of Arbitration has dissolved everything. But if the man is still there, and he's even had appointment at CAF, he's a food vice president, he's even now in charge of Chan. And if he's acting, he's going through, the Cameroon government has adjudged him, he's legal. Because FIFA, which is the international governing body, so there is an imbroglio. I don't know still how far Senator Albert Mbida they will go. They might end up, yes, having, because they have the law in their hands. They have the law in their hands and they have the legitimacy because those people that are giving him power are the real football actors.
Actors, yeah.
But Seydou Momondoya has the legality because first FIFA has backed him and the Cameroon government also is behind him. So we hope, my position is that the law should take its course in, as you earlier said in the previous issue. No matter what you are doing, we should make sure that we respect the law. And the law is what? His election was cancelled and this imbroglio started with what they call the professional league of General Pierre Semengo.
Yes.
That even have what we call executive. Mean he has the legal authority to push Seydou Momondoya out of place.
Yes.
But why is it not implemented? Because Seydou Momondoya has backings from the government. Remember, the Minister of Territorial Administration even removed a communique saying that the only authorization, the only person that can govern the body, the football in Cameroon is Seydou Momondoya. And if anybody, the governors and so on, if any other board person comes in place, they should not allow it, no matter the status or the rank that you can. So the government has officially expressed its support for Seydou Momondoya.
But this time the administration of Infundi
yes,
and the central region,
yes,
nobody opposed this executive
yes, he's a senator.
Council
He's
to
a
be
senator.
there. And
He's
then
a senator and he's a law.
Yes, and then secondly, I heard something, I don't know if it's related to this. Bombonjoya was given a court summons.
Yes,
which he has
on the seat. He was on the seat.
Yeah, but
on the seat of May, he has to respond to to that.
He was absent.
Yes,
he was absent.
But his lawyers did maybe yes. He has to come back and get back to that. This thing.
Yes.
The problem is that the legality should follow it. So even if you have the people who should follow legitimacy, that's those who are investing, those clubs, those who are investing their money for these youth to play football, they are saying we should respect the law, and if we respect the law, things will move ahead.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. We'll take a break, and hopefully by this time next week we'll have
feedback
about that reason, because these are things that are bouncing. If the interim committee was banned from holding any meeting, and then now they have been authorized to hold meetings, then somewhere there is an infringement of a national rule or regulation.
The regulation, yes. Exactly.
Okay, we'll be right back after this. We have just about 5 minutes to go to pay homage to our fallen statesmen. We'll be right back after this. This final section, it is one of sadness, and of course we have lost 4 great statesmen in the past 5 days, and today we're paying tribute to late Paul Eni Atogo, Right Reverend Nyansako Nenku, Chief Mbile Norbert Nangia, and Honorable Simon Achidi Achu. We'll start from the bottom with Honorable Simon Achidi Achu. He was born on the 5th of November 1934. Was a politician who served as the Prime Minister from 1992 to 1996. He became the first English-speaking Cameroonian to be appointed Prime Minister in both governments. And he also was the first Anglophone to be appointed to the post of Minister of Justice from 1972 to 75. For 3 years he ran the Ministry of Justice and introduced the ban on prostitution, which became so controversial, and that is how, by other Anglophones who told Ahidjo, no, this is going to prevent your people from having several wives. So, something like that, and he left. He equally held several top positions in the country, notably chairman of the board of directors of the National Investment Corporation, SNI, member of the CPDM Central Committee, was elected into the Senate in 2013, and was 4th Vice President of the Senate. He did not return to the Senate in 2018 because of ill health. He equally served as Minister of Justice under Cameroon's first president, Amadou Ahidjo, in 1972, like I earlier said, and he passed away on May 4th, 2021, in a United States hospital as a cause of prolonged illness, and he passed away at the age of 86. Let us take Mr. Eni Atogo, former member of government, born on the 12th of October 1944 in Ngwo, in Momo Division, in the Northwest region. He did his studies in Ngwo, Moyuka, and Boya. He went to CBC Bali, and thanks to a USA scholarship, he studied at Cottington University of the United States of America, where he obtained a bachelor's degree in literature in 1969. In 1975, he obtained a DES diploma from of African literature from the Federal University of Cameroun in Yaoundé. He was appointed principal of Mamfe High School in 1978, and was later on appointed Director of Private Education, or Lay Education, in the Ministry of National Education from August 1981 to the 14th of September 1985. In January 1986, he was appointed National Inspector of English, and from the 16th of May 1988 to 7th of September 1990, he occupied the post of Secretary of State in the Ministry of National Education. Mr. Eni Atogo was member of the CPDM Central Committee since 1992. He was customer manager at Camtel Telecommunications Corporation and was the author of some 16 novels. He passed away last Saturday in Yaoundé. Then we'll go now to the church, where we'll meet the moderator. After Cardinal Tsumi of the Catholic Church, this time it was the only former moderator, a moderator emeritus of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon, Reverend Dr. Nyansako Ninku, born on the 25th of September 1945 in Koto Barobi, the May Division, Southwest Region. He was the fourth moderator and the seventh senior clerk of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon. He was ordained into the ministry of the Word and Sacrament in April 1972 in Kumba. He served as senior clerk for 2 mandates, 1989 to 99, and equally held the post of moderator for 2 mandates from 1999 to 2009 when he retired. He was a holder of a degree in journalism obtained from Sheffield in England and a double master's degree in sacred theology and communications from a university in the United States, which of course in Minnesota. Reverend Dr. Nyansako Niko also took some courses at the World Council of Churches Ecumenical Institute at Basel, Switzerland. In 2003, he was elected president of the All-African Conference of Churches. He died on Tuesday, April 27th at 10:20 p.m. in the Douala Hospital after a period of ill health. He leaves behind a wife and 4 children. The moderator emeritus was a shepherd who played an astute role in the Christian family. And then now we will wrap it up with, of course, Chief Mbile Nobet Nangia, who was born in 1956 to late Nerus Namaso Mbile, a former politician in the West Cameroon, in the days of West Cameroon government, and he also was Secretary of State in the West Cameroon government under the CPN's, the party of Dr. Emmanuel Mbela Ndeli, Livava Ndeli, who was the chief opposition leader against Foncha of KNDP. Yeah, that's Foncha, Muna, and Jua. And he did his primary education in Boya, that's late Mbile, did his primary education in Boya and pursued secondary and high school in Kumba. He also studied at University of Yaoundé 1, where, of course, he obtained his first degree and matric in bilingual studies. He worked in Lycée Bilingue of Edea, where he was so bilingual after studying University of Yaoundé, the Federal University. He was speaking French and English, and also learned how to speak Bassa dialect. Yes, so from there he went to the government high school in Mondemba, in his hometown, his village, and then later on to bilingual grammar school in Moliko, Boya, and Cameroon College of Arts and Science, Taskumba. In all these institutions, he was a teacher, discipline master, vice principal, and principal, respectively.
Okay.
In all those areas. Yes. So when he went to Lycée Bilingue of Edea, he was not only teaching, but he was a vice principal. He was a censor. They call that
vice principal.
Censor, yes. Mm-hmm. And then when he came to Mondemba, he went there, he was principal. Bilingual high school, Moliko, principal. And, you know, that's how he lived his life. After his term of office as member of parliament in 2009, he was crowned the paramount chief because he was a parliamentarian. Yes. And when he did his second term of office, ended in 2009, he was crowned paramount ruler of the Lipenja one, and also paramount ruler of the Batanga people in the Kondo TD, in Jan Division. Yeah. He also served as a member of the National Anti-Corruption Commission, where he was a member of the Coordination Committee representing the Southwest in the Coordination Committee. And before that, he also served Insurance Hospital on May 3rd after suffering from an illness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now extend our condolences to the families of the faithfully departed, that is, the Atogos of Momo Division, Binkus of Koto Barombi. You know, it's an island. It's an island in Koto Barombi. And then the family of the Mbiles in Lipenja 1 in Njan Division. And of course, we go to Santa, where the man who called himself a farmer, you know, called
politics
himself,
in Jangi politics.
Yes,
yeah, he was the one that
politics in Jangi,
catch my back, catch your back.
Scratch your back.
I'm telling you.
You know, but you know, he was former Minister of Justice, former Prime Minister, former DG, and the rest. You know, but he always said, even in church, whenever he came for the transfer or the going to retirement of Reverend Formoso at the Bastos Presbyterian Congregation, he thanked God and said he is enjoying his retirement as a farmer. Yes. So he will die a farmer. Yes, so he has left a major plantation.
To conclude, I remember when Achira Achu was my major sponsor of the book I wrote, 1,000 publishers were elected. He rented the entire hall of the hall at the commercial venue. But I just wish to send a message to just our elders who have died. They should rest in peace. But I want them to understand that it is time for them to understand that they should give value for labor, which is going to retirement. You know, because there's a life after work. They should learn how to rest after they go to retirement. Because if they don't live work by retirement, they will live it by death. So it's better they live it by retirement and give an heritage. So that they can remain a mentor for life, you know.
Well, you know that he never came back to Senate for a second term. He had that choice. He never came.
He was PCI, he was still director, he was still working. At his age of close 90, he had posts.
No, he died at 86. He died just at 86. Huh? Chief Mukete, for Mukete died at 103.
They should respect retirement. It is a message. It's a message from the President of the United Cameroon.
They cannot fight with God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we hail them, we will be accompanying them when the funeral programs will be out. So we want to thank you all for staying with us on this very, very wet day in the nation's capital. Heavy thunderstorms. You know, we'll be having some more rains coming down tomorrow. So please keep yourself warm and don't forget your umbrellas. We want to thank our studio producer, Jean-Marc Beninguen, and then, of course, our general manager, Enes Obama, and our board chair, Mr. Luca Aono. So good night, and God willing, we'll be together next week, Saturday. Thanks for watching.